What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Best Dad Podcast.
We back at it, man. We back at it. We back at it.
So I know y'all missed us. It's been a little minute.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take a break.
For sure.
Especially with these kids.
Hey, in the church they call that the Sabbath. You got to have a Sabbath.
Got to do that.
Just some time to kind of relax, reset, do some different things. But don't y'all ever for a minute think that we ain't working. We definitely working.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, just got some other
always
stuff going
doing
on.
Something, trying to be family man, trying to take over the world. You know what I'm saying?
One day at a time.
That's all we can do.
One day at a time.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
but I am Arlington Scott, the man with the voice. My dog right here is.
Hey, EJ McDuffie. I got a little bit of a voice.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We strong in this thing regardless. Strong black men. So I went home this weekend.
There we go.
Went home this weekend. We took my daughter down to South Carolina for the first time.
Oh, this is her first time?
Yeah, this is her first time going back home.
Your parents normally come up here.
Exactly. Everybody come up here.
Well, that's true. Everybody come up here.
You know what I'm saying? So we took her home for the first time. One, she slept the whole way there. Yeah. She slept the whole way back. But the entire time being down there, of course, everybody gonna do the thing that they do when you finally become a parent. Everybody, I want to see the baby. Let me see the baby. Yeah. They just come right past us and go straight to the baby.
Nobody cares about you.
Yeah, nobody cares about us.
You actually lose your name. The older your kids
Pretty
get,
much.
you lose your name too.
Pretty much.
You're like, oh, that's Josiah's dad, or that's Anai's dad.
Exactly.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have no name.
So that's pretty much what happened. But one thing I did get a lot of was a lot of people saying, "I'm proud of you."
Oh wow.
That felt very good. Like people just saying, "Man, I'm proud of you, man." I'm proud.
What type of child were you when they got it?
That's the other thing that I thought. So at first I was like, man, this feels good. Then I was like, hold on, was I a menace or something?
Yeah.
Did they think I just wasn't going they think I wasn't going to make it as a, how am I supposed to feel?
Yeah.
But it felt good.
Okay.
And it was like, yo, this is a pretty dope thing. And it kind of gave me like, this might be your purpose, bro, to be a dad and to take care of family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that felt good.
That kind of reminds me, bro. When my younger cousin found out that we were having another kid, he was like, "Man, I'm excited for y'all. It's people like y'all that like need to be populating the earth."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dang, I didn't even think about it like that."
Exactly.
Like there's other people that's populating this earth that have,
you know what I'm saying,
different motives and different ideologies and beliefs and all types of things.
Exactly. It's kind of crazy when like people kind of say like in a way that they look up to you for what you're doing and they only talking about you being married and having a kid.
Yeah.
Not necessarily anything else. And I think that kind of took some of the pressure off of me of thinking I need to be doing something else.
Yeah.
Or like I need to be super rich right now, whatever. And not that I don't want to get super rich because I ain't blocking no blessings.
You hear that? God, he said he's still receiving.
Yeah, I'm still receiving. Now my hand's open.
Yeah.
But hearing about, like hearing how people was happy for us and happy for me and Jazz and they love the example that we set and they like people like saying like they still believe in being married because of us.
Yeah.
It's a dope feeling, bro. Like that was probably my second like celebrity moment.
There you go.
In life.
You go. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, like you said, to witness that. I remember one of Nikea's coworkers, they just kind of got hooked up at work or whatever. This was like 2 years ago. And she started hanging around me and Ikea and just kind of seeing the way that we interact with each other and how we love on each other.
Yeah.
And before that, she had got out of a bad relationship. And she had moved to Florida. And she was like, I just want to let you and EJ know, like, because of y'all, I believe in love again.
Yeah.
I don't even do nothing.
I was like, bro, it really be like, man, I be trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I be trying to stay out the red.
Hello?
All right. Y'all don't even know it, you know what I'm saying? But then it just be like, it's like how other people see it.
Yeah. It's different.
They see a completely different thing. And of course, I do believe like the world and stuff like that knows like if you a good man or a good husband or whatever
tell.
by seeing your wife, if she's smiling, if she's taking care of herself, if she's still dressing, she's still posting and she's doing things that she like. I think that's kind of where we get our, I guess, recognition from.
Yeah. That's where you get affirmed. Because your wife doing good, your kids doing good.
So that means you doing something right as a man.
Hey, the Bible say they'll know you by your fruit.
Yeah,
so,
come on now. Give it to them. Give it to them,
so your family is your fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as men, our first ministry is our wives, our kids, our family, and things like that. And so if that is all thrown about,
Right.
don't you try to come talk to me about nothing.
Yeah, I don't hear nothing.
I don't hear nothing you saying.
Exactly, because people know. People know, and then people hear the stories, and people hear all of the gossip and all of this other stuff. If they're not hearing no gossip and no crazy stuff about you, bro, you in a good space.
Yeah.
And that's for just anybody like going through life right now too. It ain't just about being in marriage and things like that. If you're not hearing all this negative, crazy gossip, of course people gonna talk trash. People say they're gonna say, but none of it sticks.
Right.
When it ain't real, it don't stick.
Exactly.
When you feel a way about it and it been around for a long time, you done something.
Yeah.
But if it's just some gossip stuff and then you surprised by the stories that you hear,
Well, I was like,
hold on, when this happened?
Yeah.
But it's one of them situations. But it's like, we doing something right, man.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely happy for
man.
that, man.
Kudos to y'all.
Yeah.
The Scots.
Yeah, come on now. My boy called us the Obamas of Fuzzy Drive.
What the heck is a fuzzy drive?
Fuzzy Drive is my address. It's back at home. It's my road.
Now, hold on now. So Arlington is from the country, y'all.
Y'all from the country.
Was this named after somebody?
No, not
That
that I
you
know
know
of.
of? Okay.
I think it was just they ran out of names and they
I
named
was
it.
like, what
They
the heck
named
is
it.
a fuzzy drive?
Yeah, they named it Fuzzy Drive.
I thought this was like some
No,
Comedy Central type skit that I ain't get.
nope.
Okay.
They say we the Obamas of Fuzzy Drive.
There you go.
Hey, I accept it. I receive it for sure. But nah, man. Other than that, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing well. You know, I think this week it's our first week back. Well, my wife's first week back to school. She's an educator. And so trying to figure out drop off and pick up and not daycare because we blessed with Miss Barber.
Yeah.
But still
Shout out to Miss Barber.
Yeah, shout out. Hey, y'all
Shout
need
out
to
to
get
Miss
y'all
Barber.
Miss Barber in y'all.
Y'all
life.
can't
If
get
y'all
our
ain't
Miss Barber.
You know?
But shout out to Miss Barber.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Barber. She is phenomenal. She come to the crib, watch the babies, all of that stuff. So yeah, just trying to figure that out. But I just feel like I think if I had to like put a word on this week, it would be transition. Just transition with going back to work for my wife.
Yeah.
Things happening at work, transitions at work.
Yeah.
And then, as you know, just at the church, things always moving and stuff. So
Right.
just super busy. But I need to give you your flowers here. I'm glad Holy Spirit just brought this back to me. I thought about it on the way over here. So Arlington been on me, y'all, about using my camera, right? Y'all, I have years of just content that I never put out. Like,
Exactly.
I just been sitting on it, and I was going through my memory drive or my hard drive yesterday, and I was like, yo, I actually forgot about this wedding, or I forgot about this because the content was just sitting
He's
on the
sitting
hard
there
drive.
holding years of great pictures and won't post no. What yo? And I appreciate that one, but two, I don't know if it was Bishop that said something about it or I heard it somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna say it like how it was in church or whatever.
That's okay.
But he was talking about just like God showing you like you already got everything.
Yeah.
That you pretty much need. And we be looking for stuff and we be looking for other blessings, and whole time we be sitting on our own blessings.
Yeah.
So one, that's a way of you sitting on your own stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Because like your business could be doing a lot. You got everything that you need, but just not showing anybody or holding it to yourself. And I got stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I still got videos and content that I've created, never put out. I be talking about the videos and stuff that I be doing, never put them out, never did nothing with it. And then you finally put it out there and then somebody, hey, you do such and such.
Yeah.
I got something for you to do.
And so that's what it's been going on this past week. So I just started, y'all, on Monday doing 2 posts a day. And so my wife was on me too, not just Arlington, my wife. She's like, you know, you can schedule it now. And I'm like, but I just don't want to.
Yeah.
And again, I had to get myself together. You know, Holy Spirit checked me. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to get up on Monday. And I spent like an hour just doing the whole week, going through what I had in my phone. And so I was like, I got all these pictures in my phone. Let me just do 2 a day. And so, yeah, I spent an hour doing all of that. And then yesterday, I scheduled out the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just, you know, just a little nugget for you all to what Arlington said. If y'all have content ideas, things like that, nobody don't know you got them if you just keeping them in your brain. You ain't never wrote them down. You ain't never shared them with the world. So
everybody got ideas that they don't tell nobody about or they don't show it to nobody.
Exactly.
And then wonder why nobody don't support it.
Exactly.
Well, you ain't tell us nothing.
Yeah. So
I want to buy. You know what I'm saying? I want to book
I would
photography.
love to support you.
I would love to support you.
Yeah, but
give them something to support.
Absolutely. So to that point, I have had 3 people inquire. Again, not yet. I haven't had anybody book this week. but I have 3 inquiries like, oh, do you do this? Can you do this? How much you charge? Those types of questions. So I know as I keep doing it that they're going to come. The people are going to come.
They're going to come. That's how it starts. Inquiries.
Exactly. Start with the inquiries.
It start there. Then somebody going to move forward and they okay, let's do such and such.
Exactly. And people going to start telling people like, oh, have you seen this guy?
And I think honestly in your space, some stuff I wouldn't even turn down. Like if they asking for video or asking for something else, you know somebody.
Hey, oh yeah,
I know somebody. We figure, hey, I know somebody.
I know enough people.
I know enough people. And then that way you can kind of, hey, I got an opportunity for you.
Yeah.
Boom, we gonna do this. We split it like this.
Yep.
And then that's still gonna put you in front of some other people that don't know you, because they gonna be recording or something like that, and you put them on.
Yep.
Now that can put you, somebody gonna look out for you.
Exactly.
And I think I've seen my mom been doing this, like with her nonprofit and stuff like that. She go to so many people's stuff.
Yeah.
So when now it's time for her to do something,
people start
they come to her stuff.
Yeah.
She donate to other people.
Yeah.
She asks for donation, people donate to her.
Damn.
And it's really just like it's really like that bartering system still. It just look different now.
It does, yeah.
Versus like my granddad, he used to grow fruit and all these things. So if he wanted something fixed, hey, I got your family for the next 2 weeks with these vegetables, these fruit. You come over and fix this and that. Now we got everything that we need.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that, man. Like I said, I had to go ahead and give you your flowers that, if I didn't.
Hey, just keep posting.
Yeah, I'm keep posting.
They gonna come.
As much as I don't want to, I really despise it.
And a lot of times the things that we like the stuff we looking to get into, it come with stuff that we don't want to do.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even want to call it a sacrifice. It's like I don't know what the right word is, but it is like something that I don't like doing, but I know I need to do.
Yeah,
it's kind of like working out.
Exactly. And how many of us have that testimony? Yes, I want to lose my stomach and I want to lose some weight, but I do not want to get up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym.
I sure don't.
I do not want to eat this salad.
I'm about to say, nor do I want to push that pound cake away.
No,
I need that pound cake. It's good. It tastes good.
It tastes good.
Yeah,
food be seasoned.
It do. Wash that down with a nice little drink. You know what I'm saying?
And that's just how we definitely, you know what I'm saying, on a good little stressful week. You had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Pull up real quick.
Yeah.
Whole time, that's the worst thing for your stomach.
All of that.
But it be like that, man. But, we doing pretty good on our side, too. You know what I'm saying? But the world has been going through a lot. Yeah. And we have been losing people. So, RIP to Rich Homie Quan, James Earl Jones, Frankie Beverly.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's been a lot of people that been leaving, that been passing things, and they come from our childhood. Like,
which is crazy.
One first question about this, like I ain't gonna go long, but where were you? Like, what was your life like when Rich Homie Quan was popping?
Hey, y'all, look. So, you know what I'm saying? I hope the people from the church don't see this.
Hey. Everybody wasn't always safe, all right?
This was in my backsliding days.
Yeah.
But, I went to North Carolina A&T for the people who don't know. So, Rich Homie Quan, some type of way.
That was one of them ones.
Make you feel some type of way.
That was definitely one of them.
that was joint had us turned up at like the gym jams, at the house parties. So back in the day, there was this thing called Baldwin Hills. It was like a black show on BET. So we started having kickbacks because of that show, where you just invite people over, maybe 10, 15 people, have a little drink, have a little food, whatever. On college, like a college type vibe. But that Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah.
Like, when I heard it, it was like I lost one of my friends almost.
Yeah.
Because just how connected or how influential he was. So from like 2010 all the way up to like 14, I was really like just having a good time, y'all.
He definitely had a
partying.
run.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He had the streets not on lock, but he was in there.
No, he had a run for sure. And then, especially when him and I think I listen to Type of Way and I like Type of Way.
Yeah.
But when he got with Young Thug, that's kind of when that was it for me, because they was like they was back to back.
Just
the
live
back
this here
lifestyle. Yes, that was it right there.
The top,
it don't matter if you knew the words or not. You still sung them like you knew it, and didn't say not one word. But still, you know what I'm saying? That's how it happened.
Yeah.
But like when they had that run, but yeah, for sure. But like, of course, Atlanta been running music for since Andre 3000 said the South got something to say. Yeah. But like to see how the different waves happen, and then when Rich Homie Quan them got into it, they had it for like a good little run.
Yeah, they did, bro.
And
They
then, like,
did.
even still being able to, he might have dropped off or whatever you want to call it, but still being able to play those songs, and you instantly get the memory of being in college.
I was just about to say, it transports you back.
It puts you back. It's like a time machine.
Yeah.
It puts you right back into
Yeah.
that space.
I want somebody to have like a early 2000s party. Well, not 2000, the 2010s party.
Yeah,
is what we
2010.
need.
Yeah, and just
we need one
straight
of those.
playlist. What would be a top 5 playlist for you?
Oh, bro.
Matter of fact, now you top 5 playlist, 5 songs
5
from
songs.
that era.
Swag surfing.
Got to be.
Yeah.
Got to be in there.
Oh,
I'm
top
tired of it
5.
now, but
I know I am
it
tired
gotta
of it,
be.
but it's got to be on the list. Oh man, I don't know. I'll say because there's so many songs. Something like Travis Porter. I can't even think of their
Travis Porter
songs
got
right
to be
now.
in there.
But it's some Travis Porter. You gotta have some Drake and some Lil Wayne separately and together.
Yeah,
You gotta have Rich Homie Quan.
got to be in there.
I don't even know when the Migos came out. I just know they was
I think
probably
they was
around
in
that same.
run too. That's the thing. So many came out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's why that's a tough question to ask.
Yeah,
It's
I was-
okay. You don't got to get
Okay,
it perfect.
thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Hey, he tried to set me up, y'all.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't got to get it perfect. You good. Well, now it was a time, man, for real. And then and James Earl Jones, like, bro, he was like everybody's granddaddy almost.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Mufasa was like he was an uncle or something like that for me.
Bruh, for the longest, for real, I thought on Coming to America, I thought bro was really rich. Like I thought,
Yeah, he carried himself like he was super rich for real. When he stepped out of that car with that lion,
yeah. They started throwing roses.
I'm like, oh
everywhere.
yeah, bro got a bag
I was
for
like,
real.
he rich in
Yeah,
real
he-
life.
yeah, he really lived like this.
This ain't made up. This ain't
Like
made
James
up.
Earl Jones made you believe whatever character it was that was him.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
deliberately
don't,
disobeyed me.
I don't, and I felt the way. I was like, boy, I know I did something.
Yeah, you're like, you know what I did.
Yeah, I was like, I probably did, bro.
Yeah.
It made me feel away. Like you looked at Simba like, boy, listen,
Yeah, if you
boy, he the one told you that. Boy, why you? He told you not to go
told
over
you
there.
not right, and now
You want to go anyway. Now he got to come save you and give you a lesson after punishing you. And think about a lot of dads. I mean, a lot of
Here we
dudes that
go.
ain't had.
Here we
Think about a
go.
lot of them dudes that ain't had no dad like that.
yeah.
And then he did.
Hey, I was about to say that's a podcast.
That's
You know,
what
a
you know what I'm
podcast
saying.
on the Lion
On
King.
just Lion King, Mufasa, the stupidity that Simba was out here
Yeah.
doing.
And
You
then
had
listen-
you had an uncle who he had to beat up
That's what I was about to say. You wanted to be like your stupid uncle.
instead of your upstanding dad.
Exactly. Your daddy, he told you all of this. We own all of this. You
This
see-
all of ours. Just don't
Don't
go
go over there.
over here. That's
Yeah.
it. You got everything on this. Honestly, it make you think of the Bible.
Okay. all
Adam
right.
and Eve. Now. Adam, you got everything. You got all of this.
Maybe it
Just-
was off the.
It was.
Oh, I never knew
You
that.
see what I'm saying? You got to put it all together. And then Black Panther was Lion King all over again. But yeah, but you got all of this.
Yeah,
Just
all
don't
of
go to this tree. What he do? Go to the tree.
Yeah. Well, he didn't go.
Well, no,
He got
he wasn't there when his wife.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have been letting nobody else talk to his wife.
Right. Don't let nobody else talk to your wife when you ain't around.
fellas. Don't let nobody else talk to your wife if you
Yeah.
ain't around. Why they have a conversation?
Exactly. Especially those type of conversations. And
Right. Something
Yeah.
that can ruin your house.
literally your whole house, bro.
Yeah, ain't no
you
need to do
gave
that.
up the whole promised land because your wife got slithered down by a snake.
Come on now.
And now all of a sudden you eating it, she eating it.
Yeah. And guess who God coming to call?
Yeah.
You.
Adam. That
Yeah.
man said Adam.
He
didn't
never
say-
asked the woman.
Yeah, he said Eve. What I told
Who
you.
Mufasa came to?
Yeah,
Simba, not
Simba.
Nala.
Yeah.
Nala just was there.
He said, I don't can't remember the bird's name, but he was like, take Nala home.
Zazu, yeah, take her home.
Yeah, get her out of
get
here.
her home.
Yeah,
I need to deal with
Mufasa.
this one.
You? Let's go.
Man, listen here, man. And of course, James Earl Jones was in countless
Yeah.
things, plays,
Yeah.
movies,
Star Wars.
like all of this stuff,
that.
bro. So it's like losing him, and it's crazy because he's been around for so long, and you just think
Yeah.
he's never going to go.
I was looking before we started recording. Bro was born in the 30s.
Yeah,
Like,
it's 2024.
it's 2024.
It's 2024.
That is crazy. A black man from Mississippi.
From Mississippi,
Yeah, from
with
Mi-
diabetes. That ain't.
This is the way you said it. That ain't funny. We ain't laughing because he had diabetes.
No, it just was, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like-
from living for that long, being
Yeah.
around that long, he literally was around for so many generations,
bro. Lived
bro.
through like the segregation and all of that, and
Yes.
still was able to, aspire to all of what he did.
Exactly.
Disney, Star Wars, which is also ABC Disney, all of that stuff, and so just
Yeah.
crazy times, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do like we still got to get some stuff in But we're gonna do a quick pause.
Yeah.
We're gonna pay some bills,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna get right back to it.
Let's do it.
TBD Collective, man, the best dad podcast.
You already know.
What's up, y'all? This is Arlington Scott, the man with the voice.
I'm EJ McDuffie.
And we are TBD Collective. Listen, make sure y'all go to YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share,
all
subscribe. Subscribe, follow us, all right, on YouTube. This is one of the daughters.
Yeah. It's for her future.
Yeah. If you're looking for community, you're looking for men that's fathers, that's husbands, that's
active, present.
Hey, make sure y'all like and subscribe this stuff, man.
Yeah. Look, if we just two dudes, two dads, two fathers on a journey, and we inviting y'all to come on the journey with us. We don't got it all figured out, but we're gonna figure this thing out together.
Exactly. It takes a group, it takes a community, it takes a collective, man. So, TBD Collective, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah, we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Yeah. What's going on? We are back, dog. We had to, get some stuff together. Listen here.
Pay
This
some
is
bills.
This is why we need y'all help. We got to get some more money so we can get the right cameras. You know what I'm saying? But that part ain't going to be in there. But nah, we were talking about, like James Earl Jones, Frankie Beverly, and things like that. Them boys lived for so long. They lived a healthy life.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know exactly how their lifestyle was.
Yeah.
But I do know they've been around for a long time.
And like a long career, too.
Yes.
Like longevity
Successful
in their career. Yeah, so that's important.
And they were that's an active career.
Yeah.
Like traveling, singing, acting. You got to be up late nights, things like that. No telling what they were doing to try to stay in shape. But, we got to do better when it comes to that. When it comes to dads being in shape and being healthy and being around. Like, bro, being able to live from the 1930s to 2024.
That's wild.
And be around for how many families do you think you have seen in that time, bro? Like,
yeah, how many families you inspired?
Exactly.
Like, what I'm saying?
And how many generations in your own family have you seen now?
That's Uncle James Earl,
bro. That's for everybody at that point.
That's Uncle James Earl.
I don't want to just be around doing this for a short time. I want to be doing this. I want to be a good dad, good granddad, good great granddad for a long time.
Hey, black men deserve to live long lives.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's a soundbite for you right there.
100%.
Yeah, black men deserve to live long lives. We shouldn't have our lives cut short to gun violence, to drugs,
to stupidity,
to any of those types of things. Like, we deserve to live for, God promised us 70 years. And so we should at least get to 70.
He promised us 70.
Yeah, he promised us 70.
Now that everything else is your choice.
Exactly. And so
make smart choices, man.
Like, we was talking about this before we got on. Rich homie Quan, you ain't have to die, bro.
Yeah.
I know that you were dealing with some things that are out of your – some of it was in your control and some of it was out of your control. But just get the help you need, man, because now you got kids out here that's fatherless based off a decision that their pops
because
made.
Of a decision. And it's and it's still God bless the day and things like that. This ain't bashing him.
No,
everybody go through something and people find different ways to try to cope with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, bro, drugs ain't usually the way to go.
Nah, never.
Drinking ain't the way to go.
Cause you doing it in a we going a whole nother way, but you doing it in a time that you're upset or depressed or already in a low state.
Yeah.
Nine times out of 10, I know some people that like to drink and smoke and have a good time when they also having a good time.
Yeah.
But a lot of people use it as a form of escapism. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going out and I'm drinking and I'm partying because my real life sucks.
Yeah.
And so I need to do this.
So you gotta numb it.
Yeah, to numb some kind of way.
You gotta numb it in some kind of way. You gotta quiet the noise in some kind of way.
Exactly.
And usually that's the worst way to do it because you don't even realize how much you've ingested.
Yeah.
You don't realize how long you've been doing it.
Absolutely.
You don't realize your body changed. You don't realize none of that stuff. Like some of the worst times for men, a lot of the times is when money start to look funny, when relationship ain't going a certain way, when kids cutting up. Yeah, I need to take the edge off.
Yeah, I gotta get the edge off.
And not taking the edge off, you done cut a whole chunk out by doing all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And then you end up making decisions that you're not in your right mind.
Yeah, because so again, I've never dealt with addiction, but what I understand it to be is that when you're doing it, you don't even realize, like you said, how much it is. So if I drink every day when I get off work and I got one beer or one whatever, now the next week I'm like, well, one ain't gonna do it no more.
Exactly.
I gotta get two.
Exactly.
And then the next week I'm like, well, dang, two ain't gonna do it no more.
Yeah, these two ain't really good.
Yeah, 2 ain't never died. Yeah, I don't feel it no more. Now I
Yeah.
need 3. And so you go to a place where, all right, now I'm drinking 3 or 4 drinks because I need it. You know what I'm saying? Your body starts to rely on those things. And we're just not talking about drinking. There's people that can get addicted to painkillers.
Exactly.
They're like, you know what,
Muscle
bruh?
relaxers, all that stuff.
You know, you can have an ACL tear like both of us have had.
Both of us.
And next thing you know, I'm taking a Percocet because I'm just trying to get rid of that pain.
Bro.
If you've never had the surgery, you don't know that type of pain.
They had me on oxycodone, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Now what's
15,
crazy,
16 years old.
Now what's crazy is a lot of kids now, because even in the job that I work in, a lot of kids now, they take perks and all this stuff just because.
Yeah.
I took it because I had a surgery, and the feeling of it made me feel so like light. I felt warm. I took a good nap.
Yeah, you just be out of it.
It kind of gave you like all the sensation that people be looking for. Most people want rest.
Yeah.
Most people just don't want to feel pain.
Yeah.
Most people feel like they by themselves.
Yeah.
That stuff will do it to you,
Do
bro.
all of that.
I was like, oh, nah, dog. I can't keep taking this.
Yeah, my mom took care of me when I had my first surgery. Well, she took care of me both times. She would cut my little perks in half because she's like, I don't want you to get addicted to these.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm going to give you half. And only when you really, really need it. Like, you need to be
Yeah.
in
You
excruciating
gotta be in pain, yeah.
for you to take it. Because back in the day, this was 2005 when I tore my ACL.
Yeah.
They would just give it to you and say, take as needed or whatever it said. Take every 4 hours, I think is what it would say. And so she was like, no, I don't care what it say. You're going to get half this pill when you
Bro,
need
you got to
it.
think, you popping an oxycodone, a Percocet or whatever every 4 hours.
Yeah, your body's
At some point, your body like, I need this now. Because you want the feeling so bad, bro. I remember taking a drug. I took it before class one day. I went to sleep in 2 classes.
just knocked out.
Gone.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Because your body becomes dependent on all of those things.
And then you just don't feel the pain in your leg no more.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, that's finally gone. I need this to stay like this until I heal.
Yeah.
That's an 8-month process.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine how many people going through life stuff that's a couple years process.
Yeah. Loss of a loved one. My marriage ain't good.
I don't want to feel this pain.
Yeah, I don't want to feel this pain. My daddy ain't never been in my life. I don't
Emotional pain and things like that hurt way more than cutting your knee open.
Yeah.
And getting the surgery. And people don't want to feel that at all. But like a lot of times we end up in situations that we just can't control.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, what we're here to talk about today. But like being in a situation that we can't control, like having a child and losing a job. We have both went through that. You went through it before I did. But for you, what was that experience like? Like losing a job, coming into fatherhood, how it happened for you?
Yeah. So I had my first child at 20, y'all. And I think we talked about this on the podcast. So if you haven't heard that episode, go back a few episodes and you can hear it. But when I had my second child at 28 or 27, somewhere around there, I was working as a manager at Sky Zone in Greensboro. And my the baby was born October 14th. By like November 14th, I was gone.
Yeah.
So I went in talking to the manager, who was also the general manager and the owner. I was like, hey, man, I just had a kid. It was crazy because a month ago they threw me a small little baby shower, so they knew I had kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I got a kid. I would love to have some more responsibility around here, make a little bit more money. I think at the time I might have been making, I don't know, $28,000, $30,000. I really don't know how much it was.
Right.
It was lower though. And so this is like midnight. It was after a glow party. So we used to do these glow parties on Friday night and Saturday night. So I go in the office at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I say, hey, such and such. Hey, man, I just had a kid. Would love to have some more responsibility. Would love to, make a little bit more money. And then from that, it turned into, well, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing now. And I'm like, but that's not on me. He's like, well, we need this done and we need that done. And what I later found out after I left, my coworkers told me he was just a terrible supervisor, terrible manager, terrible boss, because he started firing a bunch of people because, to your point, he was a man whose finances were starting to get affected.
Yeah.
The company wasn't making money like he had envisioned it was going to make money in the first year. And so, long story short, I got fired at 1 o'clock in the morning, a month after having a newborn baby.
Yeah.
So I'm calling.
What was that feeling like, bro? Like, you got more of the story.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, we good.
It's just
Ask the questions, man.
like it's immediate reaction. Get fired. You just had a baby. Your wife got to find this out now. You got to tell her.
Yeah.
Life is now just like Mr. Krabs in that spinning meal. Everything's spinning. You don't know going. What is the initial feeling of that?
Yeah. So if I'm honest, I wanted to slap Buddy.
Yeah.
You know,
You should have.
I wanted to slap Buddy because I had a kid.
Yeah.
And so at that moment, that's when I realized that nobody don't care. Nobody not really coming to save you. These jobs don't care. These nobody, for real. At the end of the day, it's up between you and your family. So that happened. And then I actually called she was my girlfriend at the time. I called her at 1 o'clock in the morning because I had to get it up off me.
Yeah. For sure.
I said, hey, babe. I said, are you up? And of course she probably was. I think she was feeding the baby or something. I was like, you ain't gonna believe this. Such and such just fired me. She was like, huh? I said, yeah.
1 in the morning.
I said, yeah, he fired me. And I told her the story. And the way he fired me was, he said, it's best that we just split ways.
Yeah.
So he never really said, you're fired.
I had somebody say that to me too.
He said, hey, it's best that we just split ways. Buddy said I'm looking at the comments, Buddy said he got discharged.
Yeah. Yeah, so, man. You never know who be going through this stuff, man.
I'm telling you. So yeah, my whole joint was flipped upside down. But yeah, so that's kind of how I felt in the moment. So after I called on Ikea, she was on maternity leave.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy. So we had a plan, which we always do until you get punched in the mouth. So the plan was she took this new job knowing that she wasn't going to get parental leave because she hadn't worked there long enough for the benefits to kick in. They basically got her with the pre-existing condition thing. Yeah. Like, you came here pregnant, so we don't have to give you maternity leave. And so, right.
That's a whole nother conversation with how they treat these pregnant women, bro.
So yeah, that happened. And so we was like, cool, don't worry about it. I'm not going to take any leave. I'm just going to work. We're going to figure it out. We got a little bit of money saved and we'll be fine. A month into all of her parental leave, she had to go back to work. So here she is. She had a baby 30 days ago. On Saturday, I'm telling her, or it was Saturday because it was in the midnight. Saturday, I'm telling her I got fired. The next day, she got to text her principal and be like, hey, I need to come back to work.
I need to come back.
And so, we went through just a crazy time of just trying to figure it out. That was my first kid that I actually lived with in the house. So that was also a thing of like we sleep deprived, we walking around like zombies trying to figure out where the milk warmer is, how to get to the refrigerator with one eye open, how to get to the baby. So all of this stuff is happening in the midst of losing the job, and now my wife got to go back, or my girlfriend got to go back to work. Yeah. And only have had 30 days to spend with her baby.
The life don't stop.
No,
that's the thing. Even though chaos is happening for you as a father, life still don't stop because the baby hungry.
Yeah.
Your wife recovering.
Yeah.
Still trying to feed the baby and do all of the things in the house and still be a wife. You trying to figure out how am I supposed to provide now?
Yeah.
And it's bills got their hands out.
Yeah, bruh. So at the time, we got 2 car notes. We had rent at the apartment we was living in. I'm sure insurances, cell phone bills, all of those bills.
Yeah,
that they don't care.
No, they don't care about none of that. Hey, I mean, I hear you. Hey, bro, I understand you got no job. Yeah, but how you gonna get us this money?
Yeah, how you gonna get us this money? So I think, and this is just being full transparent. I'm pretty sure. The rent was late. So the next time the rent came around, we thought we had enough money to pay it, but when it came out, the card got declined.
Yeah. Yeah.
or the money or whatever we paid it, whatever it was, got declined. But luckily, in the time that it got declined, I was able to I want to say I got unemployment because I got fired.
Yeah.
With no paperwork, so I got unemployment for a little bit. But I was able to get that little piece of a check. Plus, I started working at another job, got a little piece of a check, plus Ikea. So we just had to pay the late fee.
Yeah.
I think we looked out for some support to help us pay some of the other bills. But yeah, man, it was stressful.
Yeah.
A stressful time.
Bro, and even for you in a time like that, of course, everything's going through your mind. You're trying to figure out how things supposed to happen. How do you now make sure your wife good and stuff and something like that?
Yeah. So what I did was, which is crazy to even think about it, but I feel like I've done it twice now, is I just went and got a job. Like, and I'm not saying this because I'm better than anybody, but I got a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, and I took a job part-time working at an escape room, which is, if y'all don't know, it's like when you go in and try to figure out puzzles and stuff to get out the room in an hour. And so I did that from November. Even after I got a full-time job, I kept that job probably until like March of the following year. So from November to March, I had this part-time job. They was probably paying me $8 an hour or something like that. And I only got paid if somebody booked the room. So it wasn't guaranteed
Really wasn't
money.
nothing.
Yeah, it won't guarantee money.
But it was something.
But it was something.
Yeah.
It was. I remember I walked into this place, y'all, with a 3-piece suit on. They was like, "What can we help you?" I was like, "Bro, I just need a job." You know what I'm saying? I'll do whatever you need me to do. It was right up the road from the house or from the apartment. I was like, I just need a job. I'll come in. I just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? I know you can't pay me what I'm worth, but I need somewhere to at least get some type of income in until we get back on our feet. And Buddy was like, "Hey, all right, I hear you, man. When can you start?" Rock start today.
Yeah, right now. Right now.
Yeah, but I ended up starting like the next
Give me some
week.
cash on the table.
Yeah.
To pay me. We don't even got to go through no legal papers or nothing.
Yeah, just pass me $25
Hey.
right now. You know what I'm saying? Go get this baby some diapers and stuff. But yeah, that's what I did, man. I took a job. I put my pride aside and just got the first job I could find.
Yeah.
And still, in doing that, I still was applying to other jobs. Yeah, so I was still applying to other jobs, still making sure that I was able to be in a position to help my family. And so, yeah, that's what I did in terms of that. But I think the other piece that I would say is that just communication, man.
Yeah.
So I ain't going to lie. I did lie to my parents.
Yeah, of course.
I was embarrassed.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, I was
feel you on that.
embarrassed.
We ain't telling nobody. We ain't telling them none of that.
Yeah, I was embarrassed. So I lied to my parents for about, because it was right around Thanksgiving, and we had told everybody can come to our apartment. If you want to see us, the baby was born in October. We ain't traveling nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, if y'all want to see us, come to the apartment. So we had like a 3-bedroom apartment, whatever. So we was crammed in there with all our families, but we had a good time. And so I didn't want to mess up the good time.
Yeah.
And saying like, hey, yo,
It's like, when the right time do you tell them?
I'm like,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
have no
saying?
job. And so
Yeah.
I remember my parents just kept saying, man, that Sky Zone guy is so nice. He
Yeah.
just giving you so much time off.
Give you some.
I was like, yeah, he is, man. He wanted me to have some time with the baby.
Hey, you got to fake it till you make it for a little bit now. Listen here.
I was like, yeah, he just wanted me to have some time with the baby. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then I did eventually tell him probably like in December that, nah, I wasn't working.
Yeah, man.
Because things got tough, because
That's kind of one of them. That's definitely kind of one of those things where it's just like, bro. One, I mean, it's still pride.
oh, the pride
Because
was
it's like,
all
bro,
over
I ain't want nobody looking at me crazy or trying to, give me no handouts or no wild stuff or nothing like that.
And I didn't want the judgment.
And I don't want to,
Because for me, again, I grew up in a Christian household, and I believe in Jesus. So I didn't also want the judgment like, well, you shouldn't have that baby out of wedlock anyway.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, I ain't want the judgment of like, you should have had that baby out of wedlock. If you would have been doing what you was doing, then you God ain't gonna bless no mess.
Exactly.
And so all of those
Shut up.
So all of those things were kind of playing in my head. And to my parents' credit, they never beat me up for any of the decisions that I made in that regard. But I just had a personal, like, I guess conviction is the best word of like, bro, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have been doing it. But, so yeah, I just didn't tell them. I ain't tell nobody.
Yeah. But in this, like, because it's a thing that can happen. Of course, being on last, we've seen somebody else that said they've had this happen.
Mm-hmm.
For you, like, when it comes to getting out of that, what are some things you leaned on to kind of pull yourself out of it? Because, of course, it can happen where, we lose that job.
Yeah.
And you just kind of, man, like stuff ain't going right. All of a sudden you start to feel
Yeah,
sorry
woe
for
is
yourself.
me.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
is now sympathy and give me some sympathy or whatever. The world don't care about that.
No, they don't.
Especially as a man, bro. They don't care. Hey, what you about to do? Like,
Yeah.
what you about to do? So what are some things you did to kind of get yourself out of that?
Yeah, so I think it's important to have. I heard somebody else say it like this too, but I agree with them. Have like your own personal board of directors. And so, of course, I got the people I could go and talk to and be like, "Yo, I lost my job." They be like, "Oh, okay, EJ, I'm sorry for you, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, take as much time as you need."
Uh-huh.
But then I got the people like, "Bro, okay, you lost your job. What you about to do?
What's next?
Yeah, what's next? Yeah, how many jobs you applied to today? You know, what have you went out and knocked on some doors? Like, what are you doing to make sure that you about to get another job?"
Yeah.
And so those were the people that I was trying to keep in my ear and keep around. Like, they weren't beating me up because I lost my job, but they also weren't feeling sorry
Yeah,
for me.
and they
because
wasn't
I
let
lost
you
my
feel
job.
sorry for
And
yourself.
and they won't let
Yeah,
me feel sorry
yeah.
for myself. So I had people in my corner like that. So like I said, I lost the job I think I didn't tell this part of the story, but I lost the job in November. But by January or December, I actually went on the interview in December and started in January.
Yeah.
So January 3rd, I started a new job at another bank at the time that's no longer in business. Well, they got merged or bought out or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started a job there making way more money than I was making at the Sky Zone job anyway.
Yeah.
And I was able to start providing for my family again. And so I honestly feel like for me, God wanted me to make me uncomfortable to get me out of a job that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
That's the way I interpret it.
That's a good
but
way
I
to look at
also
it.
know that other people don't believe in God. They may not interpret things
Yeah, but
like
we ain't
that.
talking to them.
That's true. That's true.
It's simple. We ain't talking to
Yeah,
them.
we ain't talking to
If
them.
you don't believe it, cool.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
I ain't arguing with you about that.
Exactly. I ain't about to argue with you. So that's
As for this podcast,
Yeah, we believe in Jesus.
we believe in Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So that's what it was for me. I was like, you know what? God wanted me to get out of that job because I was comfortable, and not uncomfortable like in terms of the salary and stuff, but I like what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was able to manage a little small team of like high school kids,
Yeah,
and so I was like, dang, this is cool. You know, I'm getting some managerial experience. I get to bring my kids here and jump for free in the trampoline
Yeah.
park. Like, I can walk around like the big man on campus.
They kind
around
of
here.
sit you kind of like that. I get what you mean by being comfortable. This is the lifestyle now,
Yeah.
and I'm fine with this.
Exactly. I'm cool
And
with
God
this.
said, "Hey,
I'm gonna snatch you up out
get
of
up
there.
out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Get
get
up.
you up out of there.
Because you ain't even living to your full potential or
Exactly.
nothing like that. You just kind of stuck doing
Yeah,
what you've been doing.
stuck just hanging out, shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think that's what it was.
When
for
there
me.
is more like expected of you.
Yeah.
And even something that we talked about before, like I think that's why I'm now on you now about posting them pictures. Because for what I see for what you do,
Yeah.
you've been doing it. So you cool with what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Now I've seen what you can do.
Yeah.
That might have been the worst mistake you had happen. It's because you let me see you do it.
Yeah.
And then I saw the quality of what you've done. You supposed to be doing more.
Yeah.
Because you've talked about, not having, like not just waiting on this job to make your lifestyle a certain way. Not just thinking somebody going to come give you a pass.
Yeah. No, that ain't gonna happen either.
Well, the stuff that you've been doing, you could have been done.
Yeah.
You could have been ahead. And not that you not going to get there.
me up, yo.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because you not pushing yourself the way you need to be. And sometimes it's cool.
Yeah.
Because we don't have it in us to do it all the time.
Yeah.
We need somebody
You need
to
the people around you.
Exactly. And when I asked you the question about what are some things you felt like you needed as a dad, like
Yeah.
being a dad,
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's more so of like you need some people around you sometimes to be like, hey, all that what you're doing is cool, but you really ain't doing nothing, bro.
Yeah.
We need you to do more. Because that more that you're going to be doing is going to put you right in the position that you've been trying to get to. And the whole time you've been sitting on something that's supposed to have you in the place where you're supposed to be at. Because me and you agreed on something that I've been thinking about lately a lot.
What's
as
that?
far as like we want our wives to be able to not have to work and
yeah.
do certain things. We want them to have a certain lifestyle and want our kids to have a certain lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how that going to happen? It definitely ain't going to be going to these jobs and clocking in.
Oh no, it can't happen.
It's
man.
not going to be that.
Yeah.
And we can't wait on that to happen because it ain't coming.
Nah.
One thing that I want men to understand, but ain't nobody coming to save us.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody coming to save us.
Yeah, nobody.
Women can have these conversations and these Instagram post talks and all this stuff about
Yeah.
this man gonna come and he gonna have such and such and he gonna have the degree and he gonna have 6 figures and he gonna fly. Yeah, we don't get to talk like that.
Nah, we don't.
Because you sound like a sucker if you talking about you
Yeah.
waiting on your
I'm
woman.
still waiting on my woman to come take care of me.
Hey,
Now,
listen.
kid, where you at?
She gonna do that on her other side.
Yeah, she does.
But there ain't nobody coming to save us, dog.
Nah,
Like that's
fair.
not happening. So the only people that gonna make it happen is me and you pushing each other,
Yeah.
talking to each other, figuring out what need to happen, and making this thing move. And if we don't decide to do it, well, just be okay
Yeah, being content where
with
you
the
at.
with the mediocre lifestyle.
Yeah, the status quo.
Yeah, be fine with that.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
But
that,
don't complain to me. Yeah, I ain't even finished.
yeah, he's still going.
Yeah, don't complain to me about nothing that ain't happening when you ain't trying to do nothing. That's the same thing with me. That's why I don't like to tell people a lot of stuff or like stuff I'm struggling with because
Yeah.
I hear it as complaining because you could have done something about it.
Yeah.
I ain't about to tell you, man, my back hurt and man, I'm out of shape. I ain't about to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Because if I ain't been going to work out and I ain't been eating right,
Yeah, you know why your back
then
hurt.
you know why your back hurt. If you ain't got no money and you got a bunch of little stupid stuff right that you done bought,
Yeah,
well, you
yeah.
know why you broke.
Yeah, that's me. That's why nobody don't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Especially like my little cousins.
We ain't
I be
sitting there
on
listening.
them. Yeah.
Ain't no need.
Yeah.
What's the point? It ain't gonna fix nothing.
Not at all.
You
At
complaining
all.
to me, I ain't about to give you $1 million.
No, I'm not.
And if I had it to give to you, I'ma still tell you go find it somewhere
Yeah,
else.
I'm not about to do that.
Cause what we doing? This ain't Donald Trump and his daddy. You know what I'm saying?
It was-
I
it
don't
was-
have a small loan.
It was a fraction of
Yeah,
that.
whatever. $1 million is $1 million. $2 million is when it hit million.
Yeah.
Yeah, your life done changed, dog.
Seriously. Nah, it's funny you say that, man. Today I know y'all were traveling, but Pastor So was talking about that too. He was like, you know, as Christians, we're accountable for what we hear. And so the more we do and the more we learn and stuff, you're just accountable for it. And so that's why we expect more of people because we like, bruh, we know what you're capable of.
Exactly.
We see the potential in you. We know that you could do more, and you just comfortable just pissing in the wind, as my parents would say.
Exactly.
You out here pissing in the wind. I'm like, no, we need you to do more. You know, you've been called to more, and so yeah.
Yeah. At some point, at some point, you have to get tired of hearing
Yeah.
this is your potential.
Yeah.
And this is where you could be.
Mm-hmm.
And I see so much in you. Yeah.
Yeah. Potential don't pay the bills.
It don't do nothing.
Yeah, potential don't
it
pay
don't
the
pay no
bills.
bills. It don't make that girl happy. It don't do nothing for your kids.
Yeah. So yeah.
Potential ain't nothing but laziness at this point. Because if you ain't doing nothing with it, you got the potential to be a bum. That's what you got potential to do. If you
Seriously.
living on potential, you got potential to be a bum. It's
Yeah.
one bad decision away from being on the street. Exactly.
So yeah, to wrap all of that story up though, like I said, I got another job. I think the other piece that I didn't say is just being open and honest with your spouse, girlfriend, whoever you with
Yeah.
at the time. Because if I know there's dudes, I know for a fact that there's dudes that lose their job and still leave the house like they got somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And you just going,
Don't tell them nothing.
yeah, you ain't doing nothing. You just lying about where you are, what you've been doing, and that's 10 times worse than just telling your wife or your spouse, whoever, just say, "Hey, babe, I got
Yeah.
fired today." Now, if you perpetually getting fired, that's a conversation for another
Yeah,
day.
we got to talk about something
Yeah,
else.
we got to talk about
That's a
something
hard
else.
conversation to have. too.
Yeah, but if you losing your job and it ain't your fault and stuff like that, just be honest because your wife gonna find out. 9 times out of 10, they
gonna-
discernment be through the
Yeah,
roof.
she probably already
They
know.
already know that you ain't going to work. They
Yeah.
just waiting on you to tell them that you lost your job.
Most of the time we get in trouble, they already know.
Exactly.
So something like that, yeah, for sure. And then even with losing your job, your attitude change.
Exactly.
Everything about you kind of, it's a shift. You can't keep it up for so long.
Because we talked about that. When our money is funny, bro, don't talk to me. What you
Yeah,
looking
you ain't
at?
a happy dude.
Your wife come, "Hey, babe, how was work?" Work? What you talking about? Man, leave me alone.
Man, get out of me.
Get out of
I don't feel like talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
that.
talking about- I'm talking about-
Why all you want to talk about is how my
work.
day was?
Yeah, how my day was. And so they
Yeah.
already know how you moving has changed. Oh man, I don't know what I was watching, but they was talking about it like even down like how men get caught cheating because
Yeah.
we so stupid
Yeah.
that our patterns start changing. Like
Yeah.
you know, they know it take us 10 minutes
That was
to
at
get
church.
home.
It was the pastor.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
They know it takes us
Said your
10
pattern
minutes.
changed.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to get home. Now all of a sudden it take you 15.
What's going on?
Yeah, where you been at?
That
What was
when,
you doing?
when the question pop up, that's when there's a problem.
Yeah,
All of
baby,
a sudden,
you
you
know,
went-
I had to You start stuttering.
Yeah.
You look stupid, and then you got caught.
Either that or she asks you a question and you be like, huh?
Yeah, I don't.
Gotcha.
I know you can hear me.
Gotcha.
If you're you can hear. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's all I'm saying, y'all. Just communicate with your spouse because they already know what's going on. Ain't no need of lying about it and doing none of that type of stuff. So yeah, those were the lessons that I kind of learned throughout that time, man.
Yeah.
And you know, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Man, for real. I'm gonna tell mine later.
Yeah, we have to do part 2.
Yeah, we have to. But but all of those things for sure, man. And fellas, give yourself grace too.
Yeah,
Stuff happens, life happens.
Out of your control.
Stuff happens, bro. And don't beat yourself up. Don't re-punish yourself for something that you already went through. Like, bro, don't take yourself down that, though.
Nah.
Because it'll
dark.
It'll get real.
Dark.
It'll get real ugly for you. But in the meantime, make sure you like, subscribe, comment,
You
follow
already
the
know.
YouTube page, TBD_collective. Follow the Instagram page. Share it with somebody.
Yeah.
Do something, man.
Hey, little shameless plug. If you made it this far, go to EJ McDuffie Photography at
There we
Instagram
go.
too, and just like that page.
There we go.
You know.
Other than that, y'all hold it down. Bye.